AI can build your website fast, but is it actually going to do the complete job to get you results? A lot of business owners are going to start thinking about rebuilding their brand and their website with AI, but there's 4 major things we're going to cover today to make sure you don't forget so it doesn't ruin your business. Hey there, my name's Brad Smith, owner of AutomationLinks. We've been doing marketing for the last 10 years, work with over 3,000 brands. Last year, I decided to rebuild our entire business with AI, and it crashed our SEO rankings. We went from averaging 200 leads a month to just 4 leads a month, and it completely ruined our marketing. And in today's video, I'm going to break down those 4 things you can't afford to miss when you decide to rebuild your brand with AI. If you stick with me to the end, I'm going to show you this secret multi-step form that we're going to implement to actually help increase our conversion rates by 33%. Now, if you want this exact checklist for you and your business, just comment system down below. Somebody from my team will send this over. So step number 1 is you want to make sure you have all of the correct pages transferred. The homepage, about, meet the team, services, pricing. All of these pages need to be minimum 500 words, and they need to be unique, quality content all about you. You can increase your SEO if you build all of these pages correctly. Now, if you meet the team page on the about page, you can even have bio pages for each person on your team to help increase SEO even more. What a lot of people miss are adding their YouTube or podcast videos to their site to help increase SEO. A quick tip is you can transcribe these to help generate better content that's original for you and your business for each one of these pages. Now, this is video number 2 of our 12-part series where I'm breaking down us rebuilding our entire business with AI. One thing I want you to be aware of and actually think of are what are some things you can add right now to help you increase business in the future. For us, we're going to be creating a client login membership page. So if we want to add all of our courses, our video courses, our memberships, or secret portals for our clients, we can do that. That's one thing you want to remember is if you're building your business with AI, you can actually build out a whole software in the back end. Some other things I want you to remember are core service pages. This can really help increase your SEO. Offer pages, so you can set up things like assessment or audit, and then all the hidden pages that you just don't think of, thank you pages, newsletter sign up pages, your lead magnets, your calendar pages, and even internal retargeting pages with things unlisted that maybe your sales team can send people. Now, a bonus tip that I want to always recommend is having specific landing pages. Now with AI, it's easier than ever to create one landing page and then duplicate it for all the different services. So if you're running any type of ads or marketing, you can create specific landing pages that will actually increase your conversion rates. And if you take a look at our current website, automationlinks.com/system, this is actually our landing page that gets us the most leads. People come to this page, it gives them all the info, gives them some tips, and then they can fill this out and allows us to follow up by email. All right, now tip number 2 is SEO. This is where a lot of people are going to forget and mess it up. Myself, I actually messed up the SEO because I built it on the wrong platform. If you're going to build your website and your brand, you need to create it with HTML and actually implement it the right way. You need to make sure you have keyword maps. You need to have primary keywords for each page. Every page needs an H1. You need to have proper H2 structures, clean URLs. As an example, on this page here, this needs to be an H1. It needs to talk about the service. That's the easiest way to explain it, is this top title should be your main keyword of your site, and it should be an H1. Your URLs need to be structured properly, like /about, /services. You need to make sure all the URLs are clean, especially if you're thinking of your blog post. It needs to say / the keyword. You need to make sure that you have an XML sitemap. You need to make sure that each page is going to be indexed with Google on its own. Did you even know that you can set up and customize a 404 page? So if you do have any hidden pages in the future, it's easy to redirect. All of these things are going to be important that I want you to make sure you go through. You can use AI to actually help implement this so you don't forget anything and you don't screw up your whole site like I did. You need to check this page speed. Is it going to load fast? This is very important if you're running any ads to make sure that when you're sending traffic to the site, it's a good user experience for the ad networks. You'll get lower cost per click if you do this right. Make sure the mobile is perfect. Make sure all of the fonts and the text are easy to read, and then make sure you don't have duplicate pages. So these are just some of the things I need you to remember when you're rebuilding your business. This is the checklist our team goes through when we rebuild businesses with AI. If you have any type of business and you want to save time, save money, and get more leads, this is going to be the way to do it. You can try to do it on your own. You can have AutomationLinks do it for you, but the goal is to try to be ready so you can actually grow and beat your competitors, because I guarantee your competitors aren't doing this yet. Okay, the next thing you need to remember is tracking and analytics. So when you're in your sites, you need to be able to always add an HTML. So it's called the head HTML. It's going to allow you to add a Google Tag Manager. Now, don't be tempted to add your Facebook pixel here, your Google Analytics, your Google Ad Pixel. What you need to do is add all of this to one pixel, which is your Google Tag Manager, and then I need you to implement it from there. So you can see Google Tag Manager here. And that's where we're actually going to go put all of our codes. Our live chat goes in there, all of our retargeting, all of our pixels, so it doesn't slow down the website. Now, here's the checklist to make sure you put everything in your Google Tag Manager properly. GA4, Google Analytics needs to be in there. Google Ads conversion tracking, your Facebook pixel, your LinkedIn tag if you're using LinkedIn. X, we do a lot of X ads for our business, so we want to make sure that pixel is in there. Did you know you can actually set up call tracking? You need to make sure you're attributing all of your leads. Are they calling you? What form are they clicking on? Are they booking? That way, if you ever start doing ads, you can track that somebody came in from this ad, then they saw this ad, and then they opened this email, and then they filled out a form, and then they bought. You need to have proper attribution tracking so you can actually scale your business. You can even set up email click tracking. All of these things properly to be able to actually scale. Set up UTMs when you're running your ads. Lead source attribution, like we just talked about. One of the most important things is building retargeting audiences so you can retarget every single person that comes to your site. That's where we're going to see the best results. Now, last but not least, if you're going to do this, let's do it right. Let's actually build a dashboard in your site to actually track this. That way you don't have to go back to Google Analytics. And you can actually have a dashboard that's going to report back every single person that visited your site and every single action that happened on their site. We can actually go to someone like myself, and then you can go see all of the activity, every page, every day, every single thing a person's ever done on your site, every single email, text, and response and communication all in one place. So you can go back and see the full history for these leads from start to finish. And that leads me into tip number 4. You need to make sure your CRM and automations are in place. That way, anyone that comes to the site, you not only know where they came from, they got tracked properly, they got retargeted, they saw all the proper pages and increased your SEO, but now you know for sure that that person filled out a form, that when they called, you know exactly where they came from. It's easy for them to book and schedule a call. Or if you're in e-commerce, easy for them to add to cart and check out. Exactly where they came from, which ad brought them in. Now, the fun part, adding them automatically to your pipeline, making sure if this is a new lead, a scheduled lead, followed up with lead, a won or a lost lead, that way you can come back and actually track it. You want to make sure they're getting instant automated emails after they fill out a form. You can send SMS texts. You want to get notified. A new lead filled out a form on my website. I need to be notified of this. Any follow-ups. So we need to make sure we're sending a series of 6, 12, 15 email follow-ups to every single person that comes in and continue nurturing and building a relationship. Now I'm going to stop you there. We're building our own CRM with AI. So not only are we going to have our website, which we're talking about today, all these things you don't want to miss, you need to have a form and the CRM to track it all so it's all in one place. We're even going to be able to send newsletters and all of these appointment reminders, no-show, follow-up, won, loss, all of that. But with AI, you can build it. And we're going to build a system to allow you to duplicate it and actually implement this in no time. And that is the key with this. We need to be able to make changes quickly. We need to make sure everything's in one place, everything's tracked, and everything's set up properly so you can actually get better results. Okay, so like I promised, this is the form we're going to be implementing. So we want to make sure it's a multi-step form, and this is actually going to increase your conversions. So what we're doing is we're allowing them to build a marketing plan, but it's also lead generation for us. We're encouraging them that you're in the right place. We're getting all the details into our CRM, everything that they want and need, but we're able to give them an instant result to get them excited about working with us. So now they're building their own plan, but they're also going to get the tips and the steps. If they want to, they can actually go do this on their own. We're showing proof. We're showing how much extra they're going to be able to grow. And if they actually go and implement all these things that we're identifying that they're probably missing, they're going to actually be able to get results right away. So we're making it about them, what their needs are, what their goals are. And then what we're going to do is find the gap, and we're going to give them an instant solution right away. Now, here's the trick. We just made it all about them and their needs. We're going to give them instant results. But once they fill this out, all of that will go back into CRM so we can see exactly what ad they came from, which page they on, all of their information so it's easy to follow up. And now we're giving them an instant result with a plan that, 1, they can go implement on their own, but 2, they can also come down here and hire us, build their own marketing plan based on our suggestions. From there, we can go ahead and offer more information, and we can even allow them to schedule a call if they want to meet with our sales team. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never to start thinking about building your business with AI so you not only have something cool, but you have something that works. And now, most importantly, you have something that you can scale. Because when you have everything in one place, you can see every single step a lead or a customer takes. You can then optimize based off that, and then you can make decisions quicker to implement things faster to get more visitors to your site, more leads filling out forms, and more customers because you're providing a simple, excellent service to them. Now, if this video brought you any value, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. And if you want to continue watching us build our entire website with AI, check out this playlist here, and we'll be back every Wednesday at 12. Until then, I would love to hear about you, what type of business you have, and what you're building with AI now down in the comments so we can connect and I can support you back. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you on next week's video.